What's up, guys? Have you heard that the real estate market is so hot and everything is, heating up, and all these posts and these real estate agents are out there plugging away, telling you how hot it is and what you should do, and you should get into the market now and all of these things? The truth is that it's really not that hot, and hot is a relative term. So we're going to dive into all of that and more on this week's Why Invest Wednesday. I hope you're staying warm. If you're in Colorado, I'm actually going to go out and do a ruck after this live so that we can get rolling. So let's do this. I'm Jeremy Kane with eXp Realty. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, please do all the things: comment, like, subscribe. And if you have any questions about what I say or what I am saying, please reach out, as I absolutely love talking about real estate and bringing you the absolute and honest truth as we move forward. So let's go. So let's decode this buzzword of hot market. First of all, it's not hot for two sides. It's not always hot for buyers. It's not always hot for sellers. It might not be super hot in certain situations. Right now, the townhome condo, market is a little bit cooler, right? And that's okay. It doesn't mean that we can't move things. It doesn't mean that we can't look at your property and price it appropriately and make it go. And what's hot really mean, right? And so as people kind of say this, it's heating up. Most of the time, honestly, it's a true, somebody's paying to do your social media. People are tuning in and checking that out. And they're like, oh, it's so hot, right? This one property had 45 offers and all the things. Well, the truth is, number of offers on properties really isn't a gauge for how hot the market is. It's really a gauge about how appropriately the place was listed. So, currently right now we are seeing things that are listed under value, maybe garnering a lot of offers. If it's move-in ready and everything's good, I've seen people, hey, we priced this listing for $1 on the MLS. Ultimately, the market will tell us what the price is as long as we hit, on the heartstrings. If we hit the right spot, it'll tell us what the price is because the market will take it there. Okay, so $1, $500,000, whatever you're pricing it at. A lot of people play this manipulation game, especially in these hotter markets, and they say, yeah, we had 30 offers. Well, they priced it $50,000 under what they thought it would appraise for. So of course it's going to appear hot because all of these people who have been looking at homes in their exact price range at 450 or whatever are now looking at a product that's actually going to appraise at 525. And now we're calling this hot. And so as we kind of step back and look at this, the homes that are priced appropriately, certainly if they're move-in ready, they're turnkey in desirable areas, people are garnering some attention. They're getting some multiple offers. Now, in the attached communities right now, the HOAs are, on the rise due to insurance. If you want to check that video out, definitely check it out. But ultimately, it's just a buzzword. It's heating up, right? Well, certainly I had 3 closings this week, but they were all buyers and we all got them at really good deals with concessions and all the things, because 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, we were out there, getting ahead of whatever rush was coming in the spring, and we did that. And so heating up is such an annoying term that real estate agents use. So I'm here to tell you the truth on it and go from there. So let's find the truth behind the temperature. Certainly every single market, real estate is more hyper-local than ever, right? It's exactly what people are looking for. If it's a perfect spot, it's priced perfectly, certainly you're going to get a couple offers. If it's maybe less desirable, right? The HOA is a little bit high or whatever, you might get 1 offer. But the truth is, 1 offer spends the same as 45, depending on what the number is. So as we kind of break this down and talk about the temperature, we have to look hyper-local. Who's looking for homes in your area? If you're a seller, right? Who's my target demographic? What are we going to market to? Who are we going to go after? And how many offers can we get? And how many offers do we need? Right? If I were to ask you how many offers you need to sell your house, the answer is 1, right? Because, this multiple offer and this bidding war stuff and all the things, it's pretty, fake in my opinion, right? If you're pricing the property lower, this isn't 2021, right? I saw that inventory is like 350% up or something crazy from the, lows of the lows of COVID. Well, okay, certainly, right? Think about what was going on March 15th, 2020. Well, certainly. People were scared, people were pulling back, COVID just started, and we had no idea where the market was going. So they're going to throw those statistics at you. But if you're talking about 350% higher in inventory, you would say it's not heating up. And if you see the mortgage applications drop when the interest rate shot above 7 again, it's not heating up. So it's these constant, kind of social media posts and things that really annoy me, to be honest. And so that's why I'm telling you, the market is what the market is. And it's going to be different no matter where you're at, what you're looking at, and what's going on with your situation. Because there's homes that are sitting on the market for 20 days, and there's homes that are getting 20 offers. Typically, if you go for the top dollar, it might sit for 20 days. And if you are pricing a little bit below the market in order to, speed things up and heat the market up, you might get 20 offers. But at the end of the day, it's going to sell for what it's worth because that's the market. And so to put posts out there that the market is heating up and all of this stuff, and this is kind of a rant, and I know you guys aren't agents, you guys are my people, my production people, but if you're putting stuff out there that's, vanilla and the market's heating up, getting now, all the things, you're really just not telling the truth. How's the market? It depends. It depends on your situation. It depends on what's going on. Could be heating up or it could be cooling down, depending on who you are, right? There's two sides of every transaction. And so that's what we're here to kind of dive into. So that's the truth about the temperature. Heating up is a very, very relative term. And, I'll tell you right now, downtown Denver, not a hot market, right? Lots of homeless, lots of things going on down there. Not hot. In fact, cold. In fact, the only buyer's market in the state, right? So it's cold for sellers and it's hot for buyers in that inverse. So understand that it's all that piece, and there's nothing and nobody that can tell you what to do except for your situation and having an informed conversation, right? I do a ton of stuff. I do market updates. I do weekly emails. If you are not on that list and you want to get on that list, definitely comment below and I will put you on that list. If you have a question about your situation, what's going on, if you want to know if the market is hot or cold with your parameters, let's talk. Book a call with me. It's in the bio. Reach out. My phone number. You can find me and let's have a real conversation. And who cares if the market's hot and who cares if the market's cold? I want to give you the facts, look at your situation, and we can make informed decisions. You ultimately make the final decision. There's not a lot of people running to, is the market hot? If you have a 2.5% interest rate and you're comfortable in your home and you don't really want to move, nope, you don't want to do that. So it's all about your informed decisions. And so as we kind of push this narrative aside, I'm dedicated to helping all of you get away from the headlines, move away from those headlines, because the headlines are absolutely made to elicit a response, right? Whether it's fear, whether it's, run into the market to go buy a house, scoop anything up. Now, certainly, if you're renting and all the things, let's talk, let's get you out of that. I love helping first-time homebuyers do that. I had a first-time homebuyer this week. Absolutely amazing. It was the best part of my week was handing the keys over to that first-time homebuyer, seeing the smile on her face and watching the excitement of her get into her first home. And it worked for her, right? She was one of those people that had given up in 2021 because it was so crazy and so hard, right? And as we move forward, we can get away from that a little bit and just say, okay, what's really going on? How are we really going to handle this? What do we need to do to make this a reality in your life, right? And you might have to buy in a hot market. I don't know what that means, so we're going to quit saying the word hot market, but have a conversation, know that it's possible, and make a plan and execute on the plan, which is all that I love doing for my clients. Is if you call me and you say, hey, Jeremy, I don't think I can buy a house for 2 years. What do I do? We're going to make a plan. We can talk every day. We can talk every month. We can talk every quarter, whatever works for you, but don't buy into the hype, right? Don't let the hot headlines dictate you. Don't just go rent because you think it's hot. Because the truth is, I was putting people under contract in 2021 when we were beating 5 to 10 to 20 offers on homes that were priced appropriately, right? That were priced where the agent thought that they could get it appraised for, and not giving away the farm. So that's the biggest piece of the pie here, is just pay attention, right? People are pricing homes low intentionally to get those bid up, to maybe get people to pull off the inspection. Like, that's my worst nightmare, is when a buyer doesn't make an informed decision on a listing that I have and doesn't get an inspection, right? In fact, I don't think I've ever had somebody not do an inspection. Certainly they say maybe we won't ask for something, but not do an inspection is a whole nother uninformed decision. And partially when people are underlisting properties or just don't know how to list properties appropriately, that's what they're trying to do. So don't let 20 offers, 30 offers, 50 offers on a property fool you, because it's all relative. And I will tell you right now that 20, 30, 50 offers, if you look at the value, if you look at what it's supposed to be priced at, we're not going $50,000 to $100,000 over, right? It's going for a price that makes sense because the buyers are more informed, which makes me happy. However, realtors, be better. Quit talking about the market's heating up to entice buyers to run or sellers to run to the market. Pull back, have a real conversation, build a real relationship, and do it, because that's what I do as an agent. And if you're out there, you're like, dang, I think he's talking to me, we need to have a conversation, comment, like, whatever you got to do, and let's have a conversation. So I hope you have a great one. I hope that your house is heating up because the snow is coming here in Denver, and I hope we can talk to you all soon. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.